About 3 months ago, I had this like genius idea. I mean, I thought it was the idea to end all ideas. This was it. This is the type of idea that I have like every other week. I'm Kyrie, and I have a possibly unhealthy belief that if you put enough focused effort into something, you can get shockingly far. This is Sidequest, a series where I chase my little impractical dreams. I'm actually filming this in retrospect, which for the future videos I won't be doing. This actually took 2 months of locking in pretty heavy. Obviously, I'm not going to show you 2 months worth of content. At the beginning, I was completely caught unawares. Like, I did not use anatomy in the slightest. I thought I was too good for all the fundamentals, anatomy and perspective and all that stuff, because I've just been winging it up until then. So my plan wasn't fully developed in my head. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that I would have done differently. I'm going to go over some of these important things that I learned. So number one is learning from material versus learning from foundations. Let me take Fujimoto as an example. You want to draw like Fujimoto. You want to have this kind of chicken scratching. What you don't know is that he actually had a traditional training in art school for oil painting, where they teach a bunch of methods like the puppet method, which he uses in composition for his like characters and stuff. His white and black balance is excellent in every page. His anatomy is perfect. His faces are perfect. His shading is perfect. Because he's had art training. You are not Fujimoto. At least I don't think so. So don't just copy off of his style expecting to also get the foundations. Techniques, so there's stuff that's proper and only in manga, which is like screen tone usage, black and white balance, background design, composition, all this kind of stuff. You have to learn perspective, and the classic stuff like how to do different, like a lot of people do fabric folds like they're all the same fabric. Different fabric folds differently. There's something that goes around that people think is a quote-unquote myth. Like, don't just learn by doing. No, I don't think that's true. You should learn by doing. Draw while learning. So while trying to implement what you learned from artists. And like important categories of learning is paneling, pacing, gutters, panel composition, page composition, line width, speech bubble pacing. This is off the top of my head, but you have to categorize your learning. You have to then implement it, because you can't, like, you know, the curve of forgetting. You can't just read something and remember it. You have to read it, use it. The cycle is really simple. Draw, fix it, analyze, learn, categorize, implement in your drawing, draw, fix it, cycle, keep on going. The way that I like to see it is that studying manga gives you the tools to be able to replicate stuff. You can create the same effect, you can draw the same kind of design, you can use the same kind of tools. When you learn from manga, you can only get so far. What I mean by that is by replicating something, the best you can do is replicate it perfectly, and in all other cases, it will be worse. What learning the foundations in actual like anatomy and art and perspective and composition will do is give you the tools to be able to birth your own ideas. You can go outside of the box. It's no longer copying, it's no longer cloning, it's being able to put characters wherever you want, however you want. Now I'm gonna look at my older art so you guys can all laugh at me. Okay, for example, this is so shit. The anatomy is like kind of decent, the proportions are good, except let me take that back. The proportions are not even, they're not even close. Like, this guy's triceps is ginormous. His fucking calves are the size of his, like, half his torso. The cloth is not supposed to rest that way. He has, like, stuff that tightens around his wrist here. He doesn't have it here. This is not the same thing. The hair is sloppy. Ridiculous. This guy isn't even the same character. You could not put together these two people, like, panel by panel and think it's the same freaking character. Brushwork when it shouldn't be brushwork. This is a pretty cool panel. I like this page a lot. Background's weird and cartoony. His abs are weird. His hands are icky to look at up close. This guy's anatomy though is tripping me the fuck out. Like, his shoulders here, he has a double trap. His lat is wacky. This is disgusting. February. I'm doing like a kind of comparison between before and after. So like a 1 month difference between the two pages, because I actually redid this page because I didn't like it. This does not look like the same person. This is not dynamic enough. This is wacky as shit. The anatomy is completely off. The car is ugly. So this is the background before, this is the background after. Discovered the usage of gradient screen tones. The background is a lot more dynamic and a lot more cool. Let's see the progress in the second one. This is the before. This one's pretty good. I like the dynamic hand framing the other guy. Fisheye, one of the first times I used fisheye. This follows pretty good. This double page or whatever the f I like a lot. It's got really good black and white balance. Green tones make it look really nice. This is decent, very, very decent. Only thing I would fix is what the f this arm is not at all like proportional. His arms are like ridiculously small. This one's really funny. I like the close-up. This is pretty good. Here, I discovered the usage of screen tones. Wow, ooh, super cool. This one's a really good page in my books, pretty decent. This one follows too. This looks like it could stand side by side with a manga and be okay. Either on the bottom tier of published books out there, but it could stand on a shelf, you know. This is one page for an idea I had. It's not finished, it's got no screen tones, but you could see the development in terms of like my backgrounds. They're a lot better. Little story time. I did actually pitch a story to an editor. What that is so here, for example, is the dossier is kind of like a pitch package for publishers to see if they want to publish your book or not. You have your synopsis, your characters, and stuff like that. Looking back on this is kind of bad. I kind of packaged up everything at one point and sent it over to an editor, thinking that they would, pick it up, maybe believe in my future potential. And potential is like a key word. It's a code word for you're pretty dog shit. You could probably make something really cool in the future, so we want to keep you in our pocket, you know. And I was like, cool beans. And by that point, I'd already realized that, this wasn't really for me. This was supposed to be a 1-month thing, and if I was going to get the manga contract like I was hoping for, I'd have to undergo a few more months of practice. And a contract implies full-time workload during my university, which I can't do. So it was then that I decided to pivot into comics. It felt like a last-minute ditch effort, but all of the skills that I developed during my many hours of drawing, I put into a short 5-page portfolio where I actually put it up online. And when all hope seemed lost, all of a sudden I get an email. And it's a writer that wants to make a image comic submission, and he saw my post. After that, I worked with him for about a week, and I produced these 4 pages. I don't know what he's doing with the submission right now, but I do know that I got paid $400 for it. So, technically, at the end of the 2 months, even though it took 1 more month than anticipated, I did fulfill one of my objectives. And I can lay this to rest happily.
Publishing houses and see if I actually published, but then, I'm thinking, the timeline I'm thinking of, because, obviously this channel's gonna be out about, so I don't know if it's gonna be really clickbaity to say, becoming a comic book artist in 3 months. I don't